You are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo, YouTube, what up? Welcome back to Channel Adrian TV, and y'all know me as Adrian. But before we get into today's video, y'all know what y'all need to do. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment on all the videos, and also follow my other YouTube channels, the Room 1031 channel and the Room 1031 Clip channel. And if you have anything you want me to react to or an Ask Adrian question, feel free to reach out on one of my social media platforms. They'll be pinned in the description. And if it's a great topic or great question, I would definitely do a video on it and shout you out. Now, for today's video, it's something I've also heard because I do not have any children. Is a man at a certain age and doesn't have kids, is that a red flag? So I'm going to play a few videos and then I'll give y'all my thoughts about it.
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
Huh?
What?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you about to say?
Why the listen, I know like having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. Like, what has gone on in your life that you have not had a kid?
I don't have kids.
You're different. Like, but for men, it's just kind of like, why don't you have a kid? What happens?
Because I don't want a kid yet.
Maybe
I'm responsible. What do you?
It's not responsible. Like, especially for niggas like Matt.
You can't be serious. And see, this is the alarming thing, and I think this is what hookup culture has done to society. The fact that she thinks that a man that takes having kids seriously, because I do take having kids very seriously, you shouldn't be wanting to have a kid just to have a kid because of your age. If I think you're having kids for solely that reason, you're having kids for the wrong reason. And I know a majority of adults that can't even afford the kids they have. Like, I've always had the mindset, like, look, I need to have 6 months saved. I need to have everything in order before I even thinking about having a kid. And then on top of that, now I got that layer, I need to find the right person mentally who can help raise these kids we can raise good children. And to me, that's what I've always thought, and I don't want to say that's how I was raised because my mom and dad never really talked to me about things like that. That's just how I feel what you should be looking for when you're having kids. But what she said, I've heard that from many women before. They're like, how old are you and you don't have any kids? No, that doesn't mean you're having sex. And now some people may say you're forcing women to have abortions or, jump to conclusions on that end. Now, of course, you practice safe sex, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're forcing women to have abortions either. But it's rare that when I tell people how old I am and that I don't have kids, I do often get that, like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you have kids yet? But there's a part 2. Let's get to the part 2.
Like, why don't
What's mad old?
Like,
what's mad old?
Like,
Mad old?
No, I said when a nigga, not you.
What's old to you?
That correctly.
What's old?
Like, you're 40, you ain't got no kid.
Oh, I'm 32.
See, we like you see you around a good age. No.
So if a guy's 40 with no kids,
yeah.
You just don't want them at that point, or you're really.
They be like, oh, I'm so careful. It's just given. I told bitches to get abortions.
nah, I ain't told nobody to get an abortion yet.
Okay, good for you.
Infertile, or like, what is it?
Oh, or maybe something's wrong with their sperm.
Yeah.
I just didn't be putting it everywhere else.
That's good that
Sir.
you're 32. Good for you.
Oh. And the crazy thing is, a lot of women think like that. Not just black, not just white, not just brown. I've had these conversations with a lot of people and they will literally think that. Like, you see how she used the abortion example? Like, like, I've heard women that when I told them that I don't have a child yet, they'll say, if you're having sex, you're either forcing women to have abortions. And so I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just very careful about who I would have a kid with. And I take that very seriously. And that's why I do think when people have kids and they can't afford them, that's how people, honestly, families stay in poverty, because you don't have the financial setting to even bring kids into the world. And then you bring a kid into this world and then you raise them, and you don't have enough to raise them, and then you force them out when they're 18. You don't teach them nothing about credit, so it starts that poverty all over again. But I think And that's typically why I'm starting to see the single parent households, or, you know, single children, as we do know, those stats are getting up. In the United States today, nearly 24 million children live in a single parent family. This total has been rising for a half a century, and it's just going to keep on rising. And to me, that's alarming. And I do understand things can happen, y'all could grow apart and what have you, but solely having a kid just because of your age or you're getting too old, I don't think you should have children. Or I don't think you should have that idea in your head, I need to have kids at a certain age. Now, if we're talking that for a biology standpoint, it makes sense for women, because we all know when women get into their late 20s, I'm talking about 28, 29, 30, and then so on, they lose a lot of their eggs, so it's harder for women to get pregnant. Or as a man can still have kids in his early 30s, late 30s, or even early 40s. That's just biology. That's just how we're built. But it's alarming when I do see stuff like that, because that type of mindset is spreading, and I don't see it changing anytime soon because of culture, music, and how the world is, and all these reality shows. Single parent households is kind of pushed, and it's sad and unfortunate, but I don't see it changing. But y'all, tell me what y'all think about this video. Do you think if a man is at a certain age and doesn't have kids, do you think it's a red flag? Y'all let me know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.